What's going on, guys? Tony Hannity's here with Lazy Tech TV, and we're going to look at a OBS plugin that will allow you to do this in any scene. Stay tuned. So first and foremost, this only works with OBS, not Streamlabs OBS. So sorry, got to move over if you haven't done so already. Second off, completely free, so super awesome there. And then third, if you like this content, make sure you hit that like button, and also check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. And let's just jump into this. So you go to the OBS project website to download the plugin. You search for Motion Effect 1.2.0. I'll put the link in the description below as well. You go to download, and it sends you over to a GitHub page, and then you download the zip file. Once the zip file is downloaded, you can go ahead and open that, copy that over, and then you're going to want to go into the root directory of where OBS is installed. So for me, OBS is installed in my C drive under program files, OBS-studio, which is redundant. And then you just paste it in. It'll ask you for administrative permissions. Just go ahead and say yes, and then you are done. When you're installing these plugins, and this goes for any plugins, you want to make sure OBS is closed. Step 1 and 2 are finished. So step 3 is creating it. How do we go about doing that? Well, essentially, you want to go into your camera scene. And when I mentioned nested scenes, what that means is instead of adding the camera individually to every single scene as a webcam or as a video capture device in every single scene, you're actually going to add it as its own scene within a scene. So if we go over to let's say main game cam, this is my game cam, you can scroll down here and you'll see webcam gaming, but the source is blank camera. So that's how you go about doing that. If you have any more questions about that, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll help you out with nested videos. And there's a bunch of other videos here on YouTube that can help you out. But, you know, if you like my content, let me know. But the benefit of doing nested scenes, it means whatever you do to the main scene, in this case, the main webcam, it'll affect all other iterations of your webcam. So if you want this zoom effect, it'll appear in every single scene this webcam is nested in. So normally when you're adding filters, you go to the source itself and add a filter right here, or here actually. But we're not going to do that. We're going to add the filter directly to the whole scene again, so it affects every single nested scene that this camera is in. So you can add a filter here, and then I've already created the zoom filter, but we're going to go ahead and hide that for right now. And you want to look for motion. We'll call it zoom 2. So the source, of course, is going to be the webcam or whatever your webcam is listed. Trigger behavior, you can have it go one way. I do a round trip. And then variation type. So we're going to change the position as well as the size of the webcam. So you want to say position and size. And the last thing, we're going to populate the destination X and Y, the height and width, with the current source position. So this is the current source position, but the destination is the zoom. So you want to unlock it, bring it up here into the upper right hand corner, and then drag the corner so you can zoom in as much as you want. Obviously, you can have it zoomed in however little or whatever, but once you have the zoom that you like, go ahead and populate destination. And then you also want to make sure, I don't know if we have to do this, but you want to make sure that the custom starting setting is set to 1920 by 1080. Down here we get into the duration, the actual zoom function itself, the act of the zoom. So you can set the duration to be 1 second, or you can have it be a little bit longer. So we'll set it to 3 seconds. And then the acceleration is how fast it speeds up into the zoom itself. So to make it really fast or really, really slow, we'll just put it at 45 here. And forward will allow you to actually see if it works. So click on forward. So you'll notice that it stretched my face out. We don't want that at all. And that really has to deal with width and height here and the aspect ratio, because we know it's a 16:9 aspect ratio. I don't believe that's not 16:9 whatsoever. So we can go into an aspect ratio calculator. Now we know the height is 3116. So we just need that. We don't need what comes after the decimal, and we'll change that in the height here. Now that we fixed that, let's see if it worked. There we go. So that's a little slow. That's 3 seconds. That's really slow. It doesn't have that dramatic feel. So we're gonna shorten it a little bit to 0.5. Wow. There we go. Wow. Phenomenal, right? And so then we just close it. So we've added the motion. Yay. How do we make it work? Well, it's actually quite simple. The next step is going into your settings here in OBS and going to Hotkeys. And what you want to do is you want to search for your nested scene, your webcam scene, and I call it the blank camera scene. So we're going to go and search for blank camera. There's blank. There we go. And then it'll show any and all changes and filters and other sources that you've added to the blank camera scene, and including this filter of zoom. So the forward zoom, I have it set to a hotkey of that little backwards apostrophe. I don't know what that is. And then I have the backward zoom set to the asterisk in the 10 key on the number side. So once that is set, you can go ahead and apply, click OK. And if you do the actual physical hotkey, that zooms in, that zooms out. But no matter where your hotkeys are, having them separated, having them, it gets a little cumbersome. It would be nice if you had one hotkey to reign it all and just do it all for you. This would work great with Touch Portal. You can make it work with Lioranboard. These are free options for you. Or if you have Streamdeck, it works great. So let's open up the Streamdeck here. This is where you create all of your Streamdeck buttons and whatnot. And you want to scroll down to Hotkey Switch. And you can call it whatever you want to call it. We'll call it zoom. That's weird. And hotkey number 1 is going to be the zooming in hotkey. So that would be that one. And then hotkey number 2 is the zooming back out. And that would be the apostrophe or the asterisk for me. And then we can actually test the button itself. So I know you can't see the button, but believe me, I'm pressing the button on my physical Streamdeck here. There we go. That's it. That works. And like I mentioned earlier, this works in virtually any scene that I'm in. But anyways, guys, if you like this content, please let me know in the comment section down below if you want more. Also, I've got a Twitter, Facebook, and more importantly, I'm on Discord. You want to join the server and join the Lazy Squad? Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. You can go ahead and click that invite in the description. And if there's anything else, let me know. We'll see you in the next one. Late.